Hello, everybody. I want to ask you a question. Do you want to know the secrets of the universe? If so, you have to think in terms of energy and frequency. This is a quote by Nikola Tesla. And I was having a conversation with some friends the other day, and I was sharing what I understood to be the difference between vibration and frequency. This understanding was given to me by my coach, and I thought it was brilliant because I never quite thought about it that way. But here we go. So vibration is the mood, the feeling state that you're in right now. So you could be, for example, at a high vibration of gratitude, of joy, of peace, or you could be vibrating at anger, frustration, depression. So your vibration can change throughout the day, but your frequency is your state of being. It's who you are. It's what you're believing at a subconscious level. So I'm going to give you a really fun example here. Let's say a multimillionaire is at a frequency of prosperity and abundance. That's just their belief system. They believe they can make money no matter where they are. They believe in themselves. They believe that money is like air and it's everywhere. I know there's one guy named Ken Honda who he talks about that. He's like, most multimillionaires that I interview, they have a belief that money is like air. It's everywhere and it's readily available. So they are operating at a frequency of wealth. So they lose their money, they can gain it all back because that's how they're programmed in their subconscious mind. Somebody who's at a frequency of poverty and lack and limitation, no matter how hard they work, they can't seem to earn money. Hard work is not associated with wealth, unlike we've been taught, And this is why they're struggling day in and day out, and their life never changes because the frequency, the belief system that's in there, we call them paradigms, is at a frequency of poverty. So it's really interesting. Our business is at a frequency. For those of you out there who are business owners, what is the frequency of my business? How you know what your frequency is where you live, who you're, and this is not a judgment thing, mind you, because the energy, it does not the universe does not judge. But where you live, I was talking with another friend, where you live, the people you hang around with, how you take care of your body, those are telling you the state of being, the frequency that you're at. Is only information. You don't have to judge this. So how do we get into a higher frequency for the result that we want? First of all, you got to know where you are and what you're believing and what you're thinking, and then know how it got created. So the frequency that most people are in, unfortunately, and they can be in that frequency for years, let's say frequency of being an angry person, an irritable person, got cemented in from age 0 to 10. And that also created our self-image. Our self-image is the assumptions that we have about ourselves and what we're capable of doing and being. So it got put in there by a process of repetition. Okay. So to change it, and also maybe an emotional impact, So 2 ways you got programmed was by repetition and emotional impacts and traumas. So to change that, we don't want to do the emotional impact because it's usually negative. So constant space repetition of a new idea is the way to go. And it's done by a process that we call autosuggestion. I've talked about it on my page quite a bit. I will do another video on that, but you can go look it up in a book called Think and Grow Rich. So it's that repetition of the new idea with emotion, like that, right? Now here's the thing is that it's going to take a little while, especially with those pesky kind of belief systems. but it's the consistency of doing that on a daily basis that's going to really change your frequency. So I'll give you another fun example. Somebody who's vibrating at a frequency of health, they're not going to skip their gym membership. They're going to hang around with people who are into health. They're going to make green juices. They're going to read books about health. You get the idea here, right? So here's what I would really encourage you to do is take a 10-day challenge, maybe even a monthly challenge, where you say, okay, if I'm having problems with money, let's say, I'm going to dive into getting into the frequency of prosperity. I'm going to say prosperity affirmations to myself. I'm going to hang around in places that make me feel prosperous. I am going to read books on prosperity, YouTube videos. I'm going to flood my mind with this idea of prosperity until I start to see my results change dramatically. One of the things that I love about coaching women is that I start to see the changes happen. And by the end of the coaching, somebody shared with me the other day how her prosperity had changed, how her results had changed. And this is because she did exactly what I'm telling you here. We're a process of repetition over and over, over and over. The new idea comes from the invisible. You've got to start with your imagination and the four-dimensional world. Really start dreaming, start to see yourself living in prosperity, doing the things that you would be doing if you were earning the kind of money that you want to earn, being in the places, start acting as if, and then do this regularly. Here's the place where people start to falter a little bit is they'll get kind of carried away by the day-to-day trivia and responsibilities and all that, and then they don't do that daily work. And this is why coaching is such a powerful force for change, because that specific accountability, I think if you have a specific accountability appointment with someone, you're 94% more likely to achieve your goals. Whoa, that is crazy, right? So I know for myself, it's been a powerful force for change. And if you want to go into a whole different frequency, then I have an amazing program that I'm going to be talking about, Thinking into Results. Bob Proctor created it. He is the king of prosperity and reprogramming your mind and law of attraction, law of vibration, all of this stuff. And I'm going to be sharing that with you coming on September 20th. So stay tuned for that. But if you want to, like I always say, you're going to need a telescope to see how far you've gone when you do this program. And the really cool thing about it is I'll check in with clients who've done this program even a few years back, and they're still getting the results. Why? Because their frequency changed. It's a different frequency. It's not better, superior, inferior. It's just energy. So I hope I inspire you a little bit. Now, I don't know if I mentioned, you can check out Think and Grow Rich, check out the auto suggestion thing, but part of getting into a whole different frequency is your self-image, which I've talked about a lot, your assumption about who you are deep inside. And that can powerfully change where you really start to show up confident, you start to show up clear, you start to show up taking unstoppable, fearless action. And it's just really fun. It's a way more empowering way to live. So I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. And I will wish you a very wonderful weekend. Take care, everybody.